Most men don't know how to compliment a woman in a way that actually triggers deep attraction. They either play it too safe, saying things like, "You are beautiful," or "You have nice eyes," or they try too hard, throwing out exaggerated praise that sounds forced and unnatural. Here is the real problem. Generic compliments don't make a woman feel special because if she is attractive, she has already heard it all before, and the usual praise slides right off her like water off a duck's back. Compliments only work if they spark an emotional reaction, if they make her feel something unexpected, raw, and personal that she cannot easily dismiss. And that is where forbidden compliments come in. These are not the compliments you hear every day. These are the words that go beyond the surface, the ones that strike her on a psychological level and stay in her head long after the conversation has ended. They aren't just about her looks, and they aren't just about making her feel good. They are about making her crave your presence and your energy in a way she cannot control. In this video on the Stoic Heart, I am breaking down 3 powerful forbidden compliments that, when used correctly, will make any woman feel a rush of emotions that she cannot ignore. These are not your everyday praises. These are crafted to trigger attraction and desire on a much deeper level. They access the subconscious layers of her mind where emotional memory is stored and influence the way she perceives not just you but herself in your presence. This is not about manipulation but about intentional emotional impact. The first one is, "There is something about you that I cannot quite figure out." This is not just a line. It is psychological strategy in the game of attraction because it taps into one of the most powerful forces in a woman's mind, and that is the need to be understood. Most men throw out predictable compliments that are easy to process. Things like, "You are gorgeous," "You have a great smile," "You are really fun to be around." Nice words, sure, but nothing memorable at all. When you tell a woman there is something about you that I cannot quite figure out, you are doing something completely different. You are placing mystery at the center of the interaction. You are making her question what it is about her that is pulling you in. And here is the genius part. You are not telling her what makes her special. You are making her prove it to herself. And this makes her emotionally invest without realizing she is doing it. Attraction is never just about flattery. Because if it were, women would fall for every man who called them beautiful, but they don't. Instead, they are drawn to the ones who make them feel something deeper. This compliment works because it makes her feel unique. It creates tension and it engages her emotions. Women don't want to be just another pretty face. They want to feel like they carry something rare. And when you say this, she begins to analyze what makes her different in your eyes, which means she is already investing in the interaction and thinking about how you see her on a level most men never do. The way you deliver this is critical. If you just throw it out flat, it will not land. The secret is in the pause. You must act like you are genuinely thinking and let it slip out naturally. For example, you are talking, and she says something interesting. You pause, look at her and say, "You know, there is something about you I cannot quite figure out." Or you are out together and she does something unexpected, and instead of just reacting, you lean in slightly and say, "You are not like most people I meet, but I cannot figure out why." The moment you do this, her curiosity will ignite. Her body language will shift and she will want to know what you mean. And here's the important part. Never explain it right away. Let her wonder. Let her try to prove herself to you. The more unanswered questions you leave, the more she will chase that validation, and the more her subconscious will begin linking excitement with your presence. Most compliments close the conversation, but this one opens a loop in her mind. She won't brush it off. She will replay it later, wondering what makes her different in your eyes, and the moment she starts thinking about you when you are not around, that is when attraction becomes obsession. The second forbidden compliment is, "I feel like there is a side of you that most people never get to see." This isn't just a compliment. It is a key that unlocks her mind because most men try to impress women with shallow flattery, saying things like, "You are beautiful," "You are funny," "I love your vibe," and while those might earn a polite smile, they don't make her feel anything. But this line sneaks past her defenses. It makes her stop and think, What does he see in me that others don't? And the moment she wonders that you are no longer just another man, you become the one who understands her in a way no one else does. You touch the part of her that most people never even bother to look for. Women spend their lives being judged on the surface, their looks, their attitude, their social presence, everything about them is constantly on display. But deep down, every woman craves to be understood beyond the image she presents to the world. And this compliment tells her you see something beyond the mask. It tells her she is more than what people see. It shows that you are not like other guys, and it makes her want to prove you right. If you suggest she has a hidden side, she will unconsciously start revealing more of herself to you. She will open up. She will share things she usually guards, and she will feel more connected to you. Because vulnerability creates bonding. The key to making this work is timing. It has to feel genuine. If you throw it out randomly, it will not land. But if she shares something personal or laughs in a way that feels unfiltered or does something unexpected, and you use this line, then it will strike deep. For example, she reveals something from her past that she doesn't usually talk about, and you pause, then say, "I feel like there is a side of you most people never get to see." Or you catch her laughing freely, and you smirk, saying, "I don't think most people get to see this version of you." This pause before the compliment makes it hit harder. It shows you are truly noticing something rare about her. It elevates you above the men who only see the surface, and more importantly, it tells her that she can relax around you, that she can be herself. A regular compliment tells her something she already knows. She is beautiful. She is funny. She has heard all of that before. But this line makes her question what you see in her. And when she starts trying to figure it out, she is already emotionally invested. It plants a seed in her mind, one that makes her want to open up and reveal more of her true self to you. And that is when obsession begins. The third forbidden compliment is, "I cannot decide if you are trouble or if you are exactly what I need." This is not just a compliment. It is a psychological trap, because most guys compliment a woman in a way that puts her in control. They say things like, "You are amazing. I love your energy. You are the most beautiful girl I have ever met." All of these statements place her on a pedestal, but this flips the script entirely. Now she is the one who is uncertain. Now she is the one who has to figure out where she stands with you. And the moment a woman starts questioning if she is trouble or exactly what you need, she is hooked. She is emotionally engaged in a game where she is no longer in control. And that tension is what creates attraction. This works because it makes her feel dangerous and exciting. It creates a push-pull dynamic, and it sparks curiosity. When you say you cannot decide, you are showing interest but also keeping emotional distance. You are not falling instantly. You are still evaluating, and that makes her want to win you over. When you say it slowly with a hint of mystery, it forces her into a frame where she is suddenly not in control. Now she has to wonder, why do you think she is trouble? Why can't you decide if she is good for you? What does it mean? What if you notice that makes you hesitate? That uncertainty keeps her mentally engaged and emotionally stimulated. This works best in playful moments when there is already flirtation. If she teases you or says something bold, you smirk, lean in slightly, and say, "I cannot tell if you are trouble or exactly what I need." Or if she does something unpredictable, you can give her a slow look and say, "I feel like you are going to be dangerous for me." This line only works if you deliver it with curiosity and confidence. Not as if it is rehearsed, but as if it is genuine intrigue. It must feel like something you are truly thinking in the moment, and not a memorized trick. The truth is, most men make the mistake of using predictable compliments, the ones women hear every single day. But if you truly want to make a woman obsessed, you need to compliment her in a way that makes her feel unique. These 3 forbidden compliments work because they do something different. They make her feel seen, but not fully understood. They create mystery. They create intrigue. They pull her into the conversation because now she is the one trying to figure you out. And the best part is, these compliments are not about her looks. They go beyond the surface and tap into the part of her that craves to be noticed for more than just beauty. And that is why they are powerful. And when you use them correctly, you will never have to chase again, because she will be thinking about you. she will be craving your presence, and she will be investing in you not out of obligation but out of irresistible emotional pull. This is the Stoic heart reminding you that attraction is not about giving away validation, but about creating mystery and depth. And when you learn to do this, every interaction becomes unforgettable. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.